Hi there everyone, it's been about nearly a week. Welcome again to Russ Douglas 222. Thanks for joining me. This is coming to you from homeworking, aka isolation. So isn't this great, this wonderful weird world we've got? Anyway, let's crack on. Let's get on with what we want to look at. This is part 3 of 4 of our independent review of the SAIM SCL35 thermal riflescope, and I've actually condensed down 2 or 3 zeroing sessions into one more concise one, which is coming straight away after this little intro. And I had 1 or 2 hiccups, which I'm going to record a little voiceover to cover those for the footage, and then I'm going to pop in 3 or 4 minutes time into the video. I'm going to pop in a session where I went and visited Stonehaven Harbour again, Bruce's favourite spot, and well, mine too, one of them. I recorded. I basically just sat there watching, just handheld with the thermal scope, no rifle, of course, and just recorded a few things. Went through the menus, recorded a few observations. Of course, this is recorded via one of Bruce's kindly supplied cables, thank you Bruce, and onto the Yukon MPR recorder. So there's a huge loss of quality in doing so, but the reason for this was with what I'd learned from our initial testing. I had a bit of a problem with the reticle, so I sat there watching various things in the distance, close proximity, farther away, stepping through the menus with the 3 buttons. Quite intuitive once you get the hang of it. The sort of calibrate button, the menu button, and the on-off buttons. So it's these 3 you're using. Yeah, the conclusions are in there. Sadly, you won't see the bottom of the quick menus, any of the 3 pages, because of the loss of image quality and such like, but hopefully, pardon me, you'll get the impression. And my apologies if my voice is a little bit odd, because I'm just getting over a snuffly cold as well. I don't get man flu or anything like that, so this has just been, had a cold for about a week. So hopefully my folks haven't caught it, because I started showing symptoms of a little cold the last day after we left them last week. So fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, and the red light means it's recording. So no bad language, because it's recording you right now.
So this is Grampian Air Rifle Club GARC. I'm sitting down at the indoor 25 metre range, and what you're looking at there is a rectangular sheet of MDF about 24.5 metres away. This is the view through the SAIM SCL35 thermal scope. I'm just magnifying here, aiming in the centre of the sheet of MDF, firing a random shot, and I'm going to go through the zeroing sequence. So I put the reticle back roughly where it was when I fired the shot, pull up the main menu, scroll down to zeroing, and start adjusting the position. The figures on the screen, top and for the windage, and the right for elevation, are centimetres of offset at 100 metres. So if you know how much if you measure how much your shot's off by at 25 metres, you can key these figures in by calculating them. Obviously, again, the quality's off because of the recording method. So I zoom out, and then I go to zoom back in to fire a test shot, and everything's gone a bit distorted. So I couldn't work out what was wrong, so I rebooted the scope. Here we are back online. So fired my test shot, and it had only adjusted the windage but not the elevation offset for the first shot. So back into the menu, aim roughly in the centre again. As you can see, the SCL35 doesn't freeze the view as I'm used to from the PARD night vision and thermal scopes. But there's a little dot you can see on the middle of the screen. So you align that dot with your target, or your point of aim, and then you're able to steer the crosshair onto where the shot landed. now I'm looking to fire a couple of test shots and see how good the zero is. And here it looks like the zero is very close now, but the pellet's landing slightly to the left and slightly low of the reticle. And again, because of loss of quality of recording, the image, you're not seeing the horizontal stadia bar or the horizontal graduations of the vertical stadia. So I go into the menu here and adjust it left a few centimeters or a few millimeters and down a few millimeters, and then save that, and then zoom back in, fire a few more test shots and see if I'm happy with the results. It's very handy that firing normal pellets into MDF leaves a heat source that lasts several minutes. Brilliant. Yep, and by now I was very happy that this zero was a cock on for 25 meters. Certainly sufficient for head shooting rats out to that range anyway.
Now, this mode, unfortunately, I've not really been able to show you much because at no point when I've been out with this device filming have we had, for once, it hasn't coincided with any fog. Northeast Scotland, the Aberdeenshire Har. But I'm reliably informed by Bruce when other thermal images, and this one, are getting pretty useless with the Northeast Har, which is cold sea fog. This ultra clear mode, I'll just pop it on for a second. Makes no difference right now, but apparently in adverse weather, in fog, etc., when thermal dies, that ultra clear mode is amazing. According to Bruce, he said it was as if the net curtains had been opened and suddenly he could see again. So that's one thing these SAIM thermal images are very good at. Okay, all I've done, Russ Douglas again, all I've done is move to the edge of the other side of the houses, to the edge of the bay. I'm looking, right now I'm looking north, across the bay. The area of houses over there is Cove Bay. There's a ruin there, golf course clubhouse there, railway bridge. You can see the illuminated road sign on the dual carriageway. That's glowing. And down there there's a lot of seagulls, but they're showing up as the same colour as the background of rocks. There's a person there on the shoreline, and this is one mag times 2, and with the naked eye, even with the naked eye, I must say, when I'm on the red reticle right now, the vertical bars are black. Only the horizontal, on the screen, to the naked eye, only the horizontal parts of the stadia are red. The little thin vertical ones are showing up black. So, looking here, on a black background, I can't see the aiming cross in the centre. I can guesstimate where it is, I can interpolate, but I can't see it. It's interesting. Let's just see if it's the same for the other colours. White hot, iron hot, rainbow, and back to white hot. Yep, the vertical stadia, little mill dot bars, and the vertical bar itself don't show up as red on the screen. Going to the other reticles and colours. Green. Again, with the naked eye, there it's a dark greenish black for the vertical parts of the stadia, but it's not a vivid green like the horizontal parts. So again, with the naked eye, I'm seeing probably not entirely dissimilar to what you're seeing. Oh, well, you're probably seeing recorded via the downgraded signal onto the Yukon, by the cable onto the Yukon MPR. You're probably seeing a much fatter, fuzzier line than me. But again, the little vertical parts of the stadia on screen are very dark, almost black. So on a black background, they're invisible. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3 clicks. And white. Now white, the both horizontal and vertical stadia are fine, and the cross is black. Cross contrasts. Which is no good with a dark background. And a white background, you can only see the centre cross. Go into the menu again. Black cross, or black stadia. White cross invisible on a white background. Only the white cross visible on a black background. So I would say, for me, it's a bit of a flaw this, because I would want either the green or the red to be usable on both light and dark, and the vertical parts of the stadia are not. People are a few hundred meters away. Times 1, 2 mag. Times 3. Times 4. Fantastic spotter, but the stadia are a letdown as a Riflescope. So, as a Riflescope, I look at something about 30 meters away. And the stadia is awfully fine. Magnify once, which is time 2. Yeah, it's usable there. Although onto a dark background and the vertical bars disappear. Bit of a surprise this was the stadia, because I thought this was a fault of the Yukon MPR. Reducing the resolution, the sort of crispness of the horizontal stadia, but I thought disappeared the vertical stadia, the vertical bars, was only on the MPR, but it's on the scope as well. There's a seagull over there. Ah, the seagull, yeah, it's showing it white. That's about, I would say that's about 80 meters away. So you could certainly shoot it if it was a rabbit and you were on a pure pest control exercise and you weren't bothered about headshots. You just had to reduce almost cola and overpopulation of rabbits. Then yes, you could shoot it with a stable position with a rimfire. When you magnify, times 2, so go to times 3. Certainly suffering a bit, quite a lot there. Times 4. Yeah, suffering quite a lot. Right, those two seabirds are a little outcrop of rock. Probably about 200 meters away. Well, there they are. That's me on maximum 4 times mag. Sorry, of course, 4 times digital mag, which makes it maybe 8 times total. But interesting, the grid that comes across rather than just a blob of white heat. It's a grid, it's a mesh. Fantastic picture zoomed out. I think this is a fantastic spotter. It's up to you to decide whether it's as good a Riflescope as the PARD SA25. And the two are compared side by side. You'll have to watch the 2 different videos together to compare them. Excellent, excellent spotter. So thank you very much to Cliff Ray Optical Solutions for the loan of this SAIM SCL35 thermal scope, and I'll put links below to his website and to where you can find one of these devices.
So thanks very much for watching. Part 4 of this will be the footage recorded on my permission, observing rabbits and horses from about 20 meters out to about 100 and odd meters, and the rabbits from about 60 to 375, I think, if I remember rightly. So that footage is coming up, so you can directly, if you wish, you can directly compare that to the video I uploaded a few weeks ago of the same area of paddocks in the same identical conditions, recorded with PARD SA25 thermal riflescope. So that's coming up next. Also a short video which I'm just about to record on my suggestions of how to go about trying to get your first permission, and this one is by request of two of the guys from Grand Pinard Rifle Club. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you again soon, and everyone, please take care out there, please. Remember to keep in touch with whatever's the latest gear out there for night vision, be it infrared or thermal, by keeping your eye on the UK Night Vision Forum with members from all over the world. And there's lots and lots of great opinions, great threads in there from folk like me and you who actually use this gear, and you'll get honest opinions from there. You can ask any question and there'll be someone on there who knows the answer. So I'll put the link below to the forum, and might see you on there. And social isolation, you must have seen the best way to do it right now. When you leave the house, which you have to do for shopping and stuff, and for exercise, stay at least 2 meters away from everybody, and basically behave as if you yourself have got something contagious. So you stay away from everybody, you wash your hands regularly, wear a mask if need be, and just be sensible. Take care. See you soon.